I started my self-improvement journey in winter 2024, and now I might have even bigger results than I thought I could have in like 5 years, but I lost something I used to have, and it's like that crazy drive, that crazy discipline I used to have. Like the small habits, waking up early, and before everybody else wakes up, I had more work done than they would in their whole day. Like, it's especially those small things, like just reading some non-fiction books, learning every day. I still remember some sentences and some advice from this book, and I believe that's also because I didn't just like read it like the type of reading where you just read and don't even remember what you just read. I mean, I used to even highlight some stuff that I thought was important, like here you can see. Like, if I remember correctly, this was about how you talk to people and how you talk to yourself. Like, the example there was, I think, imagine you used to smoke and you're trying to stop, and somebody offers you a cigarette. Notice the difference between no, I'm trying to stop smoking, and no, I'm not a smoker, I don't smoke. I mean, you can probably imagine in what case you're more likely that the one who offered you the cigarette will convince you to take one. However, it's not just about how you talk to other people, it's even about how you talk to yourself. Like, you can't talk to yourself like, I'll try to wake up early tomorrow, maybe I'll get some stuff done. No, I will wake up early tomorrow, I will start off by making my bed, going on a run, eating a healthy breakfast, and getting some work done before anybody else wakes up. You know, the thing about waking up early is, it's not just about the discipline, it's this period of time when everyone else is asleep, and you get just time to work with no distractions. And I mean, obviously, it's something that works even if you go to sleep really late, at like 3-4 a.m. It doesn't really matter if you go to sleep really late or wake up super early. I recommend you try both and find out what's better for you. And I mean, going to sleep really late was definitely easier for me, but I felt like waking up early, even though it was harder, was better for me, more beneficial. I had like kind of more motivation to be productive, and just waking up like at 4 a.m. 4:30 it kind of gives you a feeling that you will never get when you go to sleep really late, but it's something that probably works only if you get enough sleep. So like, I always struggled with falling asleep early, so it wasn't anything that would stop me. It just took me a lot of time and effort to adapt. I used to go to sleep like at 6:30, 7 p.m. so I could fall asleep at like 8 p.m. Sometimes I couldn't fall asleep at 10 p.m. Although I didn't have any screen time before going to sleep. I was trying to stay away from any blue light. And like, this might seem stupid, but sometimes I even used candles for light instead of like light bulbs, because the regular ones got some blue light as well. I mean, it's like those red ones that don't, and I was broke, so I couldn't afford them, and I kind of still can't. But it's whatever, I just worked with what I had. And I mean, it wasn't just reading and stuff, I even like journaled. It wasn't like just about working on businesses, about looking better, getting in better shape. It was like improving myself in all categories. Like, I used to write even like what I was grateful for. I used to do those to-do lists where I had like small things like make coffee for my parents because I wanted to make them happy, improve our relationship a little bit by those little things. And like, I feel like it's especially those small things that have the biggest impact. I'm making this video more for myself than for you, but I still believe you can get some quality out of it. I mean, this channel is mostly about like giving advice to my younger self, but it will be even about sharing my struggles where I have like a lot of free time and I am productive than most other people. People are just enjoying the summer while I'm streaming usually multiple hours a day for watch time on my Czech channel. Sometimes even filming videos there, but not as much anymore because I have that channel with my friend and he kind of stopped answering me. I feel like he's about to quit the channel. However, I'm still at least streaming to get the watch time because that's a channel where I'm kind of looking forward to monetization But that's something this channel isn't about. I'm just trying to track my journey and improve at talking. Making those types of videos kind of works as journaling for me. It like helps me realize some things and kind of pushes me to use my own advice, you know. Like most of the time, even if you don't want to admit it, you know what's the right thing to do, you know how to start, but it's difficult, so you just go, you say you don't know where to start, and this is something that these types of videos helps me with. However, since I mentioned this book already, I really recommend you read this. However, if you don't, another really good advice I saw there and used was like, if you journal, you probably have some notebook. If you don't, you can use just your phone or anything you can write on. Just wake up and go through your day like you normally would, with the difference that you track every little thing you do. Wait, I'll find it here somewhere. I wrote down like even little things like wake up, go on phone right after, eat breakfast, work on business, and stuff like that. And I had like wake up equal sign, since it wasn't positive nor negative. Go on phone minus, since it was negative, it was something I thought shouldn't be there. Then I had like eat breakfast equal work on business plus. And then after doing this, I adjusted my routine based on those little signs. I mean, it might seem stupid, but it can help you. I mean, just seeing written down like wake up, you go on phone might like make you feel a little bad about yourself, and it's a habit I do right now, but I'll get rid of it. I'm working on it now. I'm slowly fixing my sleep schedule. Like a few days ago, I went to sleep at like 4 or 5 a.m. Yesterday I went to sleep between midnight and 1 a.m. and I will slowly just wake up earlier and earlier every day until I get where I wanna be, which is like 4:30 a.m. probably. And like I even used to meditate, and a lot of people don't even know what it's for, and they just think it's something spiritual, but it actually has some scientific benefits. Like besides that, it improves your attention span, because while meditating you basically practice not thinking about anything else that you're doing at the moment. You just go like this and focus on your breathing, and whenever some thought comes in your mind, which it's something that's supposed to happen, you just try to kind of stop thinking about it and focus on your breathing again. And some people think that if those thoughts come, they're doing something wrong or it's not working, but actually that's what's supposed to happen. Every time some thought comes into your mind and you stop thinking about it and focus on your breathing again, you can count that as kind of one rep. I just like went through my first page of journaling ever, and I can read you a bit of it. The 29th of October 2024. I am really thinking about monk mode. Why haven't I started yet? The gaming and social media addiction is too strong, I guess. I am not ready yet. I keep telling myself excuses about school, socializing. I keep procrastinating. Then I wrote down some advantages and realized I couldn't come up with even one single disadvantage. So that kind of made my decision easier. Then I used to track my progress. Sometimes I slipped. Like here, the whole page is about tracking the progress. Here is my to-do list for the day. And at the end of the day, I would always write down some feedback about the stuff out of my to-do list I managed to complete, and about the stuff I didn't and why I didn't and what to change so it doesn't happen again. Here was today was a great day. It was hard because I was pretty productive. I will complete my whole to-do list. I also ate only clean food. I'm also going to meditate. I surprised myself today. Thanks to journaling, I'm doing the right steps. I'm grateful for blah blah. And it just went like this, sometimes for even multiple pages. It's sometimes you don't realize the power of time. You tell yourself that 2 hours of distractions won't hurt you, but it will. I mean, just take your phone, open calculator and do the math. 2 hours a day is like a month every year. You're wasting a month a year on just scrolling. And that's for 2 hours a day. Some people scroll for 6. I mean, sometimes even I do, but I am gonna change that. I mean, I returned to this routine once already. It was the 3rd of March 2025. And by the way, that extreme winter mode lasted for like 2 months, so you can imagine how much I learned and how much I got done. And I'm 17 now, so that means I was like 15 back then. I looked horrible. My life was horrible. I had the worst habits possible. I mean, I like woke up really late, didn't even drink water. I like had full sugar soda right next to my bed. I would wake up, drink it, go grab some chips or something, and go play Fortnite for like 12 hours. And sometimes even more. Like my average sleep time was probably like 6 hours. And I looked like it and felt like it. I mean, on some games I had thousands of playtime. That's like so much wasted time, and when I'm looking back at it, I do have some good memories from it, but I can't even compare it to thinking about how back in the winter 2024 I was locked in, I was disciplined. And the thing is, I obviously didn't want to do it, but I was also motivated, and I knew that if I wouldn't do it right now, I probably never would. So I did it, and now 2-3 years after that, I'm still getting back to this notebook, and every time I read a few of those pages, it motivates me to go on that crazy mode again. It's like the muscle memory when you start working out. Like, you have to get in some crazy good shape only once, and then once you've been working out for 10 years, even if you stop for a year, you already probably developed the habit of eating healthy, and you will probably lose some muscle, but you will gain it back way faster afterwards than someone who has never worked out. And I don't recommend you do something sustainable. I recommend you do something crazy you can barely survive for a few months and then kind of fall off, but it doesn't mean you like work crazy hard for 2 months and then you throw all the work away, but then you can just stop working as hard. Like now I still work a lot, but I don't do small things like wake up really early and make my bed every morning, tidy my room every 5 minutes, but I probably will get back to that soon. However, sorry that this video was kind of messy, and you probably saw it wasn't scripted or anything. It was like I said, because I'm kind of making this video for myself. But anyway, I will still really appreciate any feedback in the comments. If it like motivated you, if you learned something, or if you just thought it was stupid, it's a waste of time and I should stop, or whatever. But whether you will take any of my advice from this video or you won't, please just take action. But whether you will take any advice from this video or no, be 1% better every day, and good luck, take action, bye.